Is it possible?
Good.
Okay, perfect. Hello, everyone. It's an absolute pleasure to be back again and talking to you all and sharing what's in my mind. So thank you to Adore India and Anamix for giving me this opportunity again. It's just every time I come back, I'm more excited than the last. So thank you again. So the topic that I want to talk about today is just called teamwork. What is teamwork? What has it been for me? And what it takes to be a good team player. Okay, so I'm going to start, but I'm going to take a different approach to this. Okay, I'm going to start by talking about what it takes to be a leader. Okay, so I'm going to take a different approach to this. 2 traits of being a leader: empathy and perspective. Okay, so let me help you understand what empathy is. I'm going to tell you a story that will help you understand this better. So I was in Turkey with my family in 2015, and we stayed in a wonderful hotel, and it was spring, and it was sunny, and there were foreigners everywhere, and the whole environment was just fresh, and it was an absolutely wonderful vacation. So in our hotel, after you leave, the housekeeper comes and cleans up the place. Okay. So I got an opportunity to go to the housekeeper, and I asked him, "Do you like your job? Do you love your job?" I asked him. In a breath, he said, "I absolutely love my job." And I wondered, tell me more about why you love your job so much, because after all, it's just a housekeeping job. He told me that the people that he works with, his superiors, the upper management, and even the owner, he knows personally, because they take the effort to come down, and whenever they meet, they will call him by his name. His name was Andrew. So wherever Andrew goes, everyone recognizes him in the company. They ask him about his family. They ask him about his son. So that interrelationship that is maintained within the organization allows him to be himself wherever he goes. And he just loves it, because whatever he does, he gets appreciated for it. And it's a wonderful feeling. But he also told me that he used to work in a bigger hotel, and he had an even better position in the other company, in the other hotel. But over there, his job was to do the work properly, and that's it. But if he ever didn't do his job properly, then his superiors will come down and catch him for it and be like, "If you do this again, you lose your job." So that's the only relationship he had. So his entire thing was to stay under the radar, just do the job and not get into trouble. That was the main objective. Over there, he operated in fear. Over here, he operates out of love, because people appreciate him. So the understanding that I want you to get from this is, when you're in a team, whether it's up or down or left or right, help everyone feel appreciated for the work that they do. Even if they go and get you a coffee, say thank you. If you're asking someone for something, say please. Don't say, "I want this now, this is how it's done, and it's my way or the highway." That attitude, it's natural for people way up in the chain to feel like it, to talk about people lower than them, but please try and avoid that attitude. Say thank you, say please. Consider everyone as an equal. Yeah, because when you're an organization, you will have different kinds of people with different statuses, different financial backgrounds, but you have to look at everyone the same way. All right, so that was empathy. Second is perspective. Now here is a little scenario. Imagine you're walking into my office, okay? I am working for you, okay? And you come up to me and you ask me, "David, our profits have been declining for the past 3 months, for the past 3 quarters. If this continues, you are going to lose your job. So you better buck up, and I want to see this turnaround. Otherwise, you can say goodbye to your job." How do you think I would feel? Do you think I would operate out of a place of inspiration or a place of fear? I would probably, knowing myself, I'll be so egoistical. I'll be like, "I'm leaving the job. I don't want this nonsense." So that is the first reaction that people get. But imagine another scenario where you come into my office and you tell me, "David, I have noticed that the profits have been declining in the past 3 quarters. What happened? Is everything okay with you? Is there something I can do to help speed up the process or help you in your work? Is there anything I can do for you?" that approach opens me up to share my situation with them. And that just the perspective that that you can take while you speak will completely change the narrative of the conversation. So be aware and mindful when you're asking people things. Don't be, don't point fingers. Be kind, be empathetic, keep the perspective that we are all one family, and he or she that is doing the job. To do the job is not the only task at hand. It is to carry out their life's work. You have to be concerned about their well-being, their family, their energy. Everything has to be on check. That's what a true leader does. And this even applies if you're in a team. If you're in a junior level in an organization that you're joining, be kind. Okay? So that's the first topic that I want to talk about. But before I go further, can I see if everyone is with me here? Like, it's all the familiar faces. I'm so happy to see all of you all again. This is going good? Okay, fantastic. Okay, so I'll continue. Second, very important point. Okay, this is where it gets really important and life-changing. Okay, ask not what your organization can do for you, but ask what you can do for your organization. Okay, now I'm going to change the word organization. Ask not what your family can do for you. Family relationship. Relationship. Huh? I believe Sadish has his mic unmuted. If it's all right with you. Okay, perfect. It's back to normal, I guess. Okay, can I continue?
Yes, please do.
Okay. All right. So when you're entering a relationship, an organization, an NGO, a sports team, whatever it is, first thing, naturally, what we think is, what am I getting out of it? How much money am I going to make? Who am I? We are scratching the surface. But and another approach, the perspective that we can take is, how much am I able to give to them? If I'm getting a new job, how much of service can I provide to them? How much value can I add to the organization? And in the process, who am I becoming? If you're in an NGO that serves food to the homeless, the question is not what am I getting out of it. The question is how many plates can we serve? And in the process of completing a task of 1,000 plates, who am I becoming? So this perspective shift will completely change the narrative of your life, because now you will see more things as opportunities, and you'll stop weighing them down in the imaginary scale in our head. Okay, so going further, we all just finished college, or just in a very transition period. Look at opportunities in such a way that where can I give myself so much that the more I give, the better person I become. That is a shift that you guys can really incorporate into your mind. Sounds good? Okay, excellent. Okay, the third point that I want to talk about. Okay, in the process of working and giving yourself out to your community, to your organization, to your relationship, family, friends, so just imagine this. I call this the teacup method. Okay, so now you just imagine yourself as a teacup. You are serving everybody. You are letting everyone around you, ahead of you, in front of you, to take a sip from your cup. Meaning, take a bit of your time, take a bit of your energy, take a bit of your love, service, everything, effort. And when it finally comes back to the night time or the day is closed, you look back at your teacup and there's nothing left for you to drink. This is a very common concept. You could call it burnout period. Okay, it's a burnout phase where you give so much to the people in front of you and your cause and your everything, but you have nothing to come back to fuel your own cup. So what I'm trying to say is, in the process of giving so much, you have to have a backup, role model, mentor, friends, family, whatever you want, the books, the movies, that personal life and those personal connections need to be those who fuel you. Okay, that balance has to be there very well. So in this end, you're giving, but you are the cup in the middle that you need to be filled. Okay, so please, because this is a long run, right? You're going to be working for the next 30, 40 years. If you just keep giving, you're going to burn out very soon. Within 3 years, you'll be like, I'm done. I need a 2-year vacation. It's because you gave so much of yourself, but you never realized that you needed yourself to be filled in the back. Okay, so how do you get this? Role models. I'm talking about not about um, superficial people, talking about real connections, real people that you can go to and tell them your problems. I'm not feeling good today. I had this problem at work. I don't know how to overcome this challenge. I need connections. I need money. I need this. I need that. I hit my head. I just don't know where to go. You know, you need people for all of these things. Only then can you even grow as a person. Yeah. So this comes back to the circle of influence that you have, the circle of greatness. The top 5 people around you in your circle, the 5 people around you have to be spectacular human beings. Those that feed you, energize you, protect you, serve you, and want the best for you. Okay, so one of the exercises I want you to do after this after this talk is please please evaluate the people in your circles. Are they feeding you? Are they giving you love and energy and positivity, or are they dragging you down? Are they a part of your future, or are they a part of your past? Be very careful. I'm not asking you to cut people off, like throw them in the gutter. I'm telling you to be the people that you let your ears to. It has to be fantastic stuff. Otherwise, your output will not be good. Yeah, what you put into this machine is all it can give out. The books you read, the people you listen to, the people you love, the people that you are influenced by, it has to be spectacular. Only then the things that will come out of you will also be of such great value. Okay, so it's called the circle of greatness. The 5, you are the average of the 5 people around you. I'll say that again. You are the average of the 5 people around you. If you hang out with 5 losers, you will be the 6th loser. If you hang out with 5 lazy folks, you will be the 6th lazy person. If you hang out with 5 rich, amazing, prosperous, like-minded, forward-thinking people, you will definitely become the 6th one. Keep this in mind, okay? So this is a personal exercise for you. Evaluate your life and look into your circles. Okay. This is the last story that I want to give you, okay? Okay. So it's called the Pav Bhaji story. Okay. So my favorite place to go to in Bangalore is Shanti Sagar in Alsur. Okay. Spectacular, marvelous food. Okay. It's simple, vegetarian, as I like it, but the Pav Bhaji is next level. Okay. So one day on a particular time of the year, we got a news that Shanti Sagar is giving away free Pav Bhaji to anybody who comes in for one full day. So my roommates and I, we were like, we have to go. We have to go. It's free Pav Bhaji. And we ran there. And to our surprise, we saw a huge queue. Imagine the queue in front of a Pav Bhaji stall at 5 p.m. in Alsur when it's free. Like the entire town was there. So my friend was like, man, just look at the queue. It's horrible. It's going to take us a lot of time to get the Pav Bhaji. I don't know. And I tell him, but it's Pav Bhaji. He's like, but look at the queue. I said, it's free. And then I understood that there are 2 types of people in this world, okay? One are the type of people that look at the queue and decide to give up. And then there's the other side of people that have their mind on the Pav Bhaji. Yeah? And once you keep your mind on the Pav Bhaji, the queue, it doesn't seem that much of a task when you have your mind on the goal. But the other side of town, the people, they will look at the obstacle and they will not even attempt. They will give up. They don't have the patience because they do not understand the obstacle is the way. Okay, there's a book by Ryan Holiday called The Obstacle is the Way. It's a concept taken out of Stoicism, which comes from a book called Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. He was a Roman emperor. He was the last noble Roman emperor that ruled. Roman Empire was all over the place back then, and he was a very noble king. And his understanding of things are, if this applies to the leadership as well, the more problems you go through, the more struggles you have in life, and the earlier it is, and the worse it is for you, the better it is for you. How crazy is that? What he says is, It is good for you to be afflicted. It is good for you to have problems and be challenged and to be stressed out and to have to overcome these problems. Because on the other side, when you overcome these problems, who you become is far greater and far more mature and stronger than who you were before. So when you see problems in life going further, I can assure you, you're going to be really have a hard time because that's how things work. There's going to be this, it's going to require your time, energy, efficiency. You have to be tip top at your workplaces. But your understanding should be, when a problem comes, ask the problem, ask the universe, ask yourself, what is this problem trying to teach me? What am I learning from this? Who will I become if I overcome this? When you have that mindset, the outcome mindset, and not the cue mindset, things will work differently for you. So please understand, the obstacle is the way. There's no way around it. The more push-ups you do, the better your body will be. The more experience you have, the better your work will be. And understand this one thing too, leadership is a skill. To be able to speak is a skill. To be able to present is a skill. All of these things, no one is born with. The more you do it, the more mistakes you will make. And in the process of making the mistakes, you will learn to be better and better and better. Yeah. So be kind to yourself. So the 4 points that I want to cover up is, number one, be empathetic, be kind, be very thoughtful of your approach. Even if you're a leader or if you're a junior level assistant, when you speak to people, please keep their thing in mind. Don't just shoot them. Don't talk to the cleaner saying, why haven't you cleaned? Why haven't you cleaned? Or don't talk to the people below you saying, why hasn't the job been done? It was that. Don't work, don't inflict fear. Yeah, work in love. Love is the most powerful force in the universe. Work in love, it'll work for you. Okay. Second point is, ask not what your organization can do for you, but ask what you can do for your organization. And in the place of organization, you can put in family, NGO, sports, relationship, parents, you name it. If you want something to succeed, you give first. In the process of giving, you are starting the process of receiving. Okay, this is very good. Okay, by giving, you are starting the process of receiving. By planting a seed, you are starting the process of getting a tree. It's sowing and reaping. Sowing and reaping. You cannot get until you give. That's why people say, give and you will. So powerful. Give and you will get. That's the only way. Sowing and reaping. Yeah, please think about this. Think about this. Okay, this is the second exercise I want to do. Sowing and reaping. Where can I give? Where can I give more? How can I do more? That will actually be the process of getting more. Okay. The third point is, in your front end, you can give and give and give and give the world. Also, please, in the back end, understand that you need your cup to be filled, your soul to be filled. That can be through spirituality, books, conversations with friends, family, love, relationships, everything that feeds your soul is so important, because if you just keep giving, you're going to burn out on the back end. Okay. Last story is, the obstacle is the way. The more struggles you go through, whatever happens to you, it's for your good, because you will come out of it a stronger, more powerful, more experienced human being. Okay. A leader is not someone who just got everything handed to him. A leader is someone who climbed the steps of adversity and took so many blows that when he's up there, small scale problems don't affect him. That's what a leader is. Small things don't affect him as much. That's why he's on top. Okay. So be strong-footed and understand with faith that if things happen to you not according to your plan, it's trying to teach you something. Look at problems and ask it, what are you trying to teach me? Don't ask, why is this happening to me? My older days were so much nicer. School was so nice. What's happening? Don't ask. Ask, what is this trying to teach me? Who am I? Who will I become if I overcome this problem? So these are the topics that I wanted to talk about, and I really hope it makes impact in you. But what I'm really looking forward to even more is to hear from you. about what you think are the challenges to leadership and teamwork, and what needs to be done to move ahead. So the second part of this conversation, I would love to interact with you all and understand more about what your perspective is and how you think you can succeed moving forward, and what may be obstacles that you think are really heavy. So, Anamika, that's my part of it. Uh, how do we do this? Do we break and then come back, or?
No, we have time right now, so we won't break. Let's ask everyone about their opinion on this, right? Preferably a situation or an anecdote that you have that you want to share in terms of leadership plus work, because we're all college students plus master students. So we've been in groups, we've been in organizations, we've been in clubs where we've had to take positions. Now, this is teamwork is a little bit different from GD. We're not having a GD here, group discussion here, so it's not so technical. You can be free about it. Okay, so we'll go one by one. How about Shirsha? Can we start with you? Just give us a small, situation that you want to discuss.
Yes. Hello.
Yes, yes, Shirsha, we can hear you.
Yeah, I want to ask a question. The thing is that in a group of maybe 10 to 20 people, uh, there may be one or two persons who will like demotivate other members also to like stop working in this project or something like that. So how to deal with those situations? Like many people would say that I don't want to work with you, I have heard that you are not worthy of it. They will obviously get
Okay.
influenced by that. So
Mm.
I want to know about
Okay. This is a very good question. There's a saying that if a fly falls into a perfume, it spoils the entire smell of the whole bottle of perfume. It becomes useless. Or in other words, one rotten apple can spoil the entire bunch. This is very true. One bad person in the organization spreading rumors and spreading things and spoiling things will definitely affect the integrity of the whole machine, for sure. How do we tackle this? Communication. If you hear about this, first of all, your company culture matters. So if you, let's say you are in the third level of management in the company or the organization, and someone in your level is talking bad about the organization, it would be ideal if you had a freedom to talk to the people on top, and allow them to understand that there's a person who's bad mouthing the organization, and the upper organization would want to talk and understand why it's so, because everyone has their reasons. Nobody is a bad person, nobody is dumb to talk nonsense. Something must have affected them. Somebody must have said something to them from the outside world. They must have got influence. The answer and the only solution is communication. If you let it rot, it's going to spoil everything. So if you hear this, if you hear it firsthand, first thing you can do is try to communicate, understand their part of it. But if you think it's out of your level of comfort, inform the upper superiors so that they can come and communicate, not come and strangle people. If they communication is key. It's very simple. People have problems, it needs to be raised and fixed. That's all. It's difficult. Sometimes you need to let them go, but that's only the last case scenario. It's always communication first. I hope that helps.
Yes, I think Shirsha's network went off, so that was a good question. Let's move on to the next person. Adarsh, would you want to share something, an experience of yours, or a question, or an anecdote? Please go ahead.
Yes. So it's from my experience only. So in schools that we had to do our activities and projects, we were assigned that from this roll number to this roll number you will form a group and all. So in school, what used to happen is that only one person who was mostly the nerdy of the bunch used to do all the work in the activity in the projects, but coming to college, I have experienced that I did join a society in my college, and in that, one person does all the job. So what to do in those situations where the team spirit is lacking?
Okay. It's a very important question that you've asked. I'm happy that you brought it up. Very often, few people do all the work and others don't. Okay. Before I move any further and be rosy about it, there's a law called Paretos Law. Okay. So what this says is 80% of the work will be done by 20% of the people. Okay. 80% of the work will be done by 20% of the people. And this law can be applied to everything in life. Okay. 20% of the work that you do for yourself will constitute 80% of the value for your future. The smaller things count, you know. This law can be, so talking about expanding on that law, I have found this myself, that in an organization of 50, 10 people will be doing the work. Now, I don't know exactly how to tackle this, because I cannot say the job is not getting done with 10 people. But I can't also say that I can give the job to 50 people. Yeah. So an answer to this would be understanding delegation. Okay. Obviously, if you're a part of an organization and you don't get work to do, you are going to leave, or actually you won't leave. You'll keep quiet there. You'll sit and sit and sit and sit and be a rotten apple and then spoil the mood, and slowly you'll fall off from the tree. That's how it works, sadly, because of a lack of communication. So if you have a problem like this, understand the person who's doing the job, and see, this is very common. What you got to do is help them delegate it. I have been in this position. I have been in the position where I've done all the work, and I have my reasons. But somewhere, if you can help out, maybe if you go and approach the person, ask them, "Can I do something?" Yeah, because if the work is important and this time is lacking, it's not about spreading love, giving everyone opportunity. It doesn't come down to that. It's about getting the job done. So if you can add value to somebody, go and add value. If you wait around for people to give you work, like this is an organization or then I'm telling you, it'll never work. I've seen this, I know this. If you feel like you want to do work, go do the work. Talk to the person that is really doing the work. Catch him, tell him, I can provide these services. Help me, allow me to help you. That will solve the problem. But if you always look for people to give you work, it's not going to work out. So this is the only solution I have found. I know this is a sad problem. Few people do all the work and get the credit, and some people have to leave because they're not. But that's the only solution is you step forward for yourself and help him delegate the work, and help each other out. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. I think David is the nerd of the group since he does all the work. Okay, let's have Aishani. Aishani, we haven't heard from you for a long time. Tell us. Okay. Aishani, are you there? Okay, I guess she's having network issues. Karabi, would you like to go? Karabi? Okay, there's a lot of network issues. Shubham?
I think anyone who wants to bring
Yeah.
anything up can do so. I'm open to questions. Throw some at me. Like I want to hear more from you.
Hello, Shubham here.
Hi, Shubham.
Yes. Who is this?
Shubham.
I can't see
Shubham.
the Shubham. Okay. Hi, Shubham. How are you doing?
Hi, David. I'm great. Actually, I want to ask one question that, for me, I have a lot of trust issue when I work in a team. So what happened now that whatever we are on a project we are working on, at the time when we present, a lot of people point out some problems that we have in a presentation or in our project. And when I go and analyze all these, so I get to know that, some of my friends forget about, all that points. So from there only, I always go and recheck each and everything. And sometimes I got a lot of backlash from my friends. Like, you can believe on us really. Like how to deal with this, like, the trust issues when you're working on a
Um,
team?
uh, Help me understand this better. Is this a problem of micromanaging, where you go into people's work and you're trying to perfect every aspect of the work? Is that what is it?
No,
Is that what you're talking about?
no, no.
So help me understand your what you're trying to say, please.
Am I strong?
Yeah, you are audible. I didn't get the scenario properly. Can you help me understand it in brief one more time, please? Shubham, are you there?
David, there's a lot of network issues today. I'm telling you, thunderstorms.
He can't unmute.
Okay. So Shubham, just type it down, the situation, and David will get back to you. Okay. Till then, we can have another person. Shiksha, go ahead. Let's hear from you.
Yes, ma'am.
Siksha, can you hear me? Okay, Siksha can't hear me. Shivani? Shivani?
Hello.
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 Mhm.
Hi,
Yes,
Shivani. I can hear
Shivani.
you.
Hello. Okay. So I think I want to share my experience because I'm in college, so I got an opportunity to work with my team for some project or some activity in a team.
Okay.
So according to me, I think the most important to be in a team is understanding. It's very important thing. Once I was doing a volunteering task, like I was in Adore, India. So in this, I need to communicate with everyone. I have a group. Shubham is also one of them. We are from the same Ranchi, and we are doing some volunteering tasks there. So I think the most important thing when you're doing a teamwork is understanding. And one thing that when you understand each other and there's a proper communication between every teammate, then yes, it will enhance your progress and it will enhance your efficiency in the work. And yes, I observe, and it is the most important thing that I feel. And I don't have much more experience. Yes, this is all from my end.
Thank you for that, Shivani. That's absolutely right. It all boils down to your communication. It really does boil down to communication. Every move you make, every progress that's made, the entire team needs to know what the other people are doing. Even if it's not upfront. So that's why we have project management softwares available. You have to go more into depth with those, because personally, I have not used a project management software to lead my team. It's always been on a lesser professional manner, but communication is key. Yeah, the 2080 rule apply. You have to communicate with the entire club, with the entire organization. If you're in a position of leadership, or if you're a team player, you have to inform your leader. You have to talk to your team. You have to go out for dinner. You have to communicate. Get to an interpersonal level. Learn who they are. It's not all about work. So you're absolutely right. It's almost one of the top 3 most important things for running a team. Almost. It is. Actually, it is. Yeah. You're right. I can't hear you, Anamika.
Oh, sorry. Thank you, David. Thank you. Shivani, I hope that helped you. Okay. So we have about 1 minute left. I think we'll wrap up the session. Today we had 2 really good sessions. One was goals, and the second one is leadership plus teamwork. So if you have any questions, you can definitely put it on WhatsApp, and I'll connect David sir to you or Dinesh sir to you for more. All right. So how did everyone like the session today? Okay, thumbs up. I see thumbs up. Shivam said thumbs up.
Thank you so much again for giving me the opportunity. I'm super grateful as always. Would love to talk to you all even after the session. If you have any questions, ring me up. From 4 to 6 p.m. Every day I'm available. Anamika will provide my number on WhatsApp. Please reach out if you have anything. I'm happy to talk to you all. Again, thank you, Adore India. Thank you, Anamika. Thank you all for being here. I'm absolutely privileged to talk to all of you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, David. All right. We'll end the session now. Okay. Bye, everyone. See you. Bye.